Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of solving systems of equations. This is standard A.5C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 50 of the 2021 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we're looking for the value of y in this solution of the systems of equations. So we've got two different equations here, and they both have x and y, and they're actually sharing the same variables, which means if we were to somehow graph these two equations, we would find they would intersect somewhere, wherever that might be, and we're looking for the y value of that intersection. And we've got two different options here, so we could use elimination. What that does is that means we have to line up our two equations. Typically works best if they're in standard form, and we add the two equations, we try to eliminate a variable. But you know what? There's a much better option for us, and that's substitution. We could also graph it, but substitution I think is going to be a little bit better, because look, they've already solved for x. They've literally given us x equals, and it's this negative 2y plus 9. So I'm just going to substitute it in right there. So watch what happens when I do this. I'm going to rewrite the first one. 6y plus, and then this is what they told me, x is equal. Negative 2y plus 9 equals negative 59. Well, look at that. I've substituted in negative 2y plus 9 for the x, which means there's no x's anymore. There's just y's, and I'm looking for y. So let's just see. This really is just going to be 6y minus 2y plus 9. Nothing really changed there. I need to combine like terms. 6y minus 2y means there's 4y's plus 9 equals negative 59. Now, I do need to subtract 9 from both sides. 4y equals negative 68. Divide by 4. And what are we going to get? Well, we're going to get a negative 17, which is an answer choice. That's good. How do we know this is the correct one? Well, this is what we should do. Let's plug in negative 17 right here and right here. And if it gives me the same x value for both, that means that that's the correct solution. If it gives me two different x values, we messed up somehow. Because remember, it's supposed to be an intersection point. Right now it should be y is negative 17, which means it actually goes down there somewhere. But that's fine. So 6, I'm going to start with the first one. That's negative 17 plus x equals negative 59. All right, so let's just multiply that out. And we've got 6 times 17. What is that going to make that? 102. So it's a negative 102 plus x equals negative 59. So I'm just going to add 102 to both sides. That x is already on its own. So 102 minus 59 is another way to think of it. So it looks like in this case, x is 43. Okay, so my ordered pair would be 43, negative 17. That's the solution. If, let's plug in y equals negative 17 over to the second one. So x equals negative 2 times negative 17 plus 9. Okay, so x equals, that's two negatives, so that's going to be a 34 plus 9. And so x equals, take a look at that. X equals 43 in both instances. So what that means is that this is the solution. 43 as the x value, negative 17 as my y value. I am looking for the y value. And so even though this is an option, that's a distractor. Our answer here is going to be G, negative 17.